Hey guys, it's Danny and welcome to Walkthrough Wednesday. It is Game of Thrones week. I am so jazzed about this. So, of course, I'm gonna fangirl and we're gonna go Game of Thrones tarot this week. I have a lot to say, but I feel like if you're not a Game of Thrones fan, you might not be interested. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into two different pieces. The first part, I am going to go through the walkthrough. We're going to do our weekly reading, plain and simple. And then I'm going to come back and do our in-depth look. We're going to go over some of the cards in more detail. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that are a little fanish. I have a bunch of notes that I've been jotting down as I've loved this deck for the past 2 years. So, without further ado, I will see you on the other side for part 1. Game of Thrones Tarot, you guys. I'm so excited. This is such a fun deck to review. So, the box. So, the box was really well done. I feel like it's great for a keepsake. You know, especially for big fans who might not even be into tarot. It's just a really nice keepsake box. It's got some gold foil, the top is embossed, and it's a really nice setup. It has this like bronze color inside, a place for the cards and the guidebook. I don't keep it in there, but it's beautiful setup. So you can see that the guidebook wears down pretty easily, but it is hardcover. It's got some great spreads in it. I wish it was bigger. I really do. There's so much packed in here. I love the way they did the majors because you can really see what's going on, but you'll see for the minors, there's just these really tiny pictures, really tiny words as to what's going on in the card itself. But all in all, you guys, it really does pack a lot of information in there. The text was done by Liz Dean, the illustrations by Craig Koss. They really did a great job at keeping true with the show and kind of making everything flow really well. So onto the cards themselves, you can see this like really graphic design. I love the style, I'm not gonna lie. This almost comic book, graphic novel-esque, I really do enjoy. Now you'll notice though, sometimes they get a little dark. Just because the lines are black and then some of the scenes are really dark and in-depth. It makes it a little hard to read at first glance sometimes. Once you get used to the cards, though, you know it right offhand. But if you really think about it in the show, it really is kind of a dark... It's darkly filmed? Is that a thing? Okay, well, whatever. You know what I mean. I really enjoy it. You'll notice that there are a lot of repeats as far as characters are concerned. Some people really hate that. Some people really love that. I'm kind of in between. I don't mind it because I do feel like a lot of thought went into what characters were on which cards, what scenes were being portrayed. I feel like they did do a good job. And I do like the fact that they kept with the Rider-Waite-Smith. So you will see very similar scenes as from a regular Rider-Waite-Smith. And I think that helps, again, if maybe you are a fan of the show, but you don't really know much about tarot, but you kind of want to pick it up and play around with it. It's easy to look up basic meanings and see like basic tarot cards and recognize what it is. So I really like how thought out it is, how beautiful it is, and just the nature of it feeling like it came out of the film. Like, it doesn't look brand new and shiny. It looks aged and old. Oh my god. Can you hear that, though? Let me just gush a little bit about the cardstock. You guys, this is by far one of my favorite cardstocks. This was done by HBO and Chronicle Books, and I'm like, everybody needs to take a page out of their book and use this this cardstock. You can see the linen look to it. Oh, I love it. I'm serious, I love it. So the backs, I mean, they're the same size as a regular tarot. The backs, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I don't like the yellow as much. I feel like it could have been done in a different color, but they're reversible. And I mean, who really looks at the back, if I'm being honest? So let's move on to my favorites. This is kind of hard to pick, but here we go. The majors, I picked the World. Why? Because I love the look of having everybody's house represented, and then the map. The map makes it seem like an adventure that you've gone through. Like you've gone through this map, you've walked this world, and it's come to an end. So I really dig that about it. My court card, hands down, Queen of Swords. Why? Because they picked the best character for it. It's like Cersei was made to be the Queen of Swords. She embodies this fully. I feel it in my bones. It's probably my favorite characterization of the Queen of Swords. And then on to my minor arcana, I chose Arya on the Two of Swords because I really immediately had a striking feeling when I saw this. You know, the choices of your past, there's consequences for those that you're dealing with. There are two different choices that you're being faced with. There are two separate worlds that you have to consider to move forward. And like the standstill is understandable. The moving forward is understandable. I don't know. It encompasses so much into this one little card that it's by far one of my favorite minor arcana. So there you go. A couple of my favorites from the Game of Thrones Tarot. All right, so let's see what we need to focus on for the rest of the week. What should be our main focus? Knight of Cups and the Lovers. Wow, isn't that nice coming together, huh? Romance and love. You know, I feel like something is coming that's going to allow us to make a choice for the long term. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like there's something that is going to be coming into our line of sight, coming into our view, going to be presented to us at the end of this week that may be what we need to solidify our future. Because this Lovers to me really does feel like a commitment for the long term, especially in regards to what's right for us. So that could be something that solidifies who you are, what path you're on, the person that you're with. It just feels very much comfortable, almost like a breath of fresh air. I feel like this can be really important. And you know, with a major arcana, it is usually pretty important. And we have a court card here. And we have a lot of water, right? We have a lot of emotional energy. I feel like it really does flow there. Yeah, the best thing I can say for what to focus on for the rest of the week is just being open to what is being presented to you, what is coming to you, and make that decision that you've been needing to make, or allow yourself to fall into place where you need to, because it is for the long term. So I hope that helps for the rest of the week. Take what makes sense, leave the rest. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comments. I'm interested. I want to hear what you have to say. And I will be back with part 2 very soon. And if you're looking for me, I got all the links below. I'll even try to link part 2 if you're interested. And maybe put it in one of those things. We'll see. I'm still playing around with all that mess. So I will talk to you guys later. Sending you all my love. Mwah! Bye, guys.